So imagine working till you're almost 80. Imagine coaching for over 5 decades. And imagine doing it now without a limb. Everything Terry Michler does is kind of surprising. After all, he's an old school coach with modern ideas. He doesn't yell, he teaches. And tonight, you're going to learn more about him. With the help of photographer Randy Schwenker, we give you our Spotlight story.
Robert De Niro was supposed to be an actor. John Kennedy was supposed to be in politics. Bruce Springsteen was supposed to be a rock star. Terry Michler was supposed to coach high school soccer, but he was supposed to coach high school soccer at CBC.
Hey Jude, you better get with the program, son.
He'll tell you when you mess up.
Kind of don't get into bad habits. I don't tolerate bad habits.
He never has. After Terry Michler's professional playing career was over, he took over at CBC. That was 53 years ago. 20 Final Fours, 9 state titles, and over 1,000 wins. Michler is the winningest high school soccer coach in American history.
The key thing is relationship. The interaction every day with the kids. Cutting up with them, getting on them, analyzing, correcting, and all that stuff. That's what it's all about for me. And I stay on top of the game.
Yes, years ago, Michler flew to Holland and studied the game. And he brought back that attacking-minded, crisp, passing, stylish game to CBC.
Anybody who's played at CBC knows how to play the sport properly. Now, where does that come from? The coach, continually getting better, continually finding out ways to improve.
Improving is what Terry Michler is trying to do every day now. July 4th, 2023, he fell in the shower and the intense pain in the left leg would not go away. His doctor gave him a simple question.
Life or death. Simple. They said I was septic, and if they didn't take the leg, the infection would spread into the organs and I'd be gone pretty quick.
Pretty quick, this past summer, Michler began taking steps with his prosthetic leg, something he wants to do on a field one day. His athletic background was evident during the physical therapy.
He was very dedicated and always talked about it from the first time he got here, about getting back to soccer, coaching soccer somehow. That was always one of his biggest goals.
But for now, he's picked up every afternoon at One McKnight Place by a former player named Kevin Whalen. And Whalen takes him to CBC for practice, where the coach holds court.
Which space is more dangerous?
What was it like the first time when you saw him in that wheelchair coming on the field?
It was like, shoot, this actually happened. Like it was, we couldn't really imagine like what he would have gone through, but to think that like he was able to come back and fight like that, it just gave us all a bunch of hope that we can fight for him too.
His first game back was against Ladue.
Merry Christmas!
It's like if you get in a fight and you think you're going to get beaten, somebody pounds you real quick with a fast one, right in the mouth and bloodies you, it's all over with. There's no comeback. So assume that they probably think they're going to get beat, right? So get the first goal. Get it quick. I think what saved me is my approach. I've taken a one day at a time approach. I try not to look back and I try not to look too far ahead. I just look at each day, what it brings me, what I can take from it, what I can contribute to it. And sure, along the way there's good days and bad days, I've been up and down. But what always brings me back to normal, I like to be in the middle. I don't like to be too up on the high and too down on the low. I like to find that middle ground and know that if it's bad today, it's going to get better. If it's good today, it's not going to stay good. So I'm okay with that. I've come to grips with it. When the leg came off, I knew it wasn't coming back. It wasn't going to grow back. I was going to have to learn to deal with it. And it's different. It's really different. But as I've said this before, thank God I'm 77, not 27. I have all those good years behind me with good memories. I'm at the tail end of my life, no doubt, because, and I got no regrets.
CBC has a practice shirt they wear. Courage, be strong, be brave, be fearless. A 77-year-old man missing a leg and still doing what he does best. That's the Terry Michler story. Michler has an inexperienced team, and they struggled early in the season. But yesterday, they beat arch rival Chaminade. Moral to the story, never bet against CBC, and more importantly, never bet against Terry Michler.